Are you really getting the most out of Sharesies? In this video, I'm revealing 10 advanced strategies to completely transform how you use the platform. I've invested over 6 figures with Sharesies, used it to build my portfolio over the past 5 years, and even funded my first home with the returns. These are tools and techniques you won't find in typical guides, game-changing tips that can help you invest smarter, faster, and set yourself apart from over 700,000 other Sharesies investors. If you want to take your investing to the next level, this is the video for you. Hi guys, my name is Brent and I previously worked in a billionaire's family office investing in both the public and private markets. On this channel, I help Aussies and Kiwis grow their wealth by sharing investing and personal finance tips. Make sure to subscribe down below to see more Kiwi investing content. The first strategy is to set up your dividend reinvestment plans. Turning this on tells Sharesies you want them to automatically reinvest all the dividends that you earn into more shares or ETF units. Instead of receiving dividends in cash, you'll receive them in stock, helping you compound your returns over time. This is a powerful tool for long-term growth, as over time even these additional shares generate dividends, with the cycle repeating to exponentially grow your portfolio. Here is an example. Let's say you've got $10,000 invested in a stock, generating a 5% dividend yield. Ignoring taxes and fees, if you don't have this set up, you'd have $25,000 after 30 years. With dividend reinvestment turned on, you'd instead have almost $45,000, more than doubling your return. This is the power of dividend reinvestment plans. Not all stocks or ETFs have this option on Sharesies, but some of the larger ones like Infratil, Heartland Group, or the Smart range of ETFs, they all do. Our second strategy is to set up an auto-invest where Sharesies will invest automatically on your behalf. You basically tell them how much you want to invest, how often, and what shares or ETFs you want to invest in. For example, if I wanted to invest $100 every single week, with $80 going into a selection of ETFs and $20 into a couple of stocks, this is where you'd do it. Many financial experts recommend automating your investing, and this is a great tool to do it. So simply go into Sharesies, pick from one of their pre-prepared funds, or create your own like I will. Search for the stocks and ETFs you'd like to automatically invest into. Then click Select. Now think about the amount you'd like to invest, let's say $100 a week, and specify how much of the $100 should go into each stock or ETF. Once you've done this, click Next. Now state the amount, for example, $100, how often you'd like to invest, and when you'd like to start. When you click Next, you can give your auto-invest a name or an image and click Next again. From here, all you need to do is confirm your order. Just make sure you set up an automatic transfer with your bank to ensure you always have funds in your account to invest. I currently have an auto-invest with Kernel as I prefer to invest in low-cost index funds, and personally, I find Sharesies too expensive for what I do. But this is a great feature that all investors should take advantage of and get the long-term benefits of dollar cost averaging. The third strategy is to use advanced buying tools. First up, we have Limit Buy. You might be used to using market buys where you just key in the amount you wish to invest. Here you set the highest price you're willing to pay per share. Looking at Apple stock, for example, it currently trades for about $250 a share, but I might only want to buy at a maximum of $225. So I go to my limit buy and I key that number in and the number of shares that I'd buy at that price. So if the market price of Apple drops to under $225, in this case, the purchase order will go through. Another option we have is a trigger buy, which is hidden behind Sharesies' advanced buying options. Here we set a purchase price higher than the current market price. If the market price passes the purchase price we set, the purchase order will go through. So in Apple's case, we might set the purchase price at $275, and we can specify how much we'd want to purchase at that price. This is useful to invest in momentum stocks, so if the price rapidly increases, you can jump on the bandwagon as well. A recent example where this could have been useful is during the crypto boom when Bitcoin went through 100,000, you could have had these set up for the Bitcoin ETFs or MicroStrategy. Our fourth strategy is similar to the third, and that is the advanced selling tools. First up, we have the limit sell. Here we set the lowest price we are willing to sell at per share. On the topic of Bitcoin, let's use the Bitcoin ETF. Here we state a limit sell price above or below the current traded price. When the market next opens, as long as the traded price is above our limit sell price, the sell order will go through. This ETF, for example, is currently trading for about $50. If I set the limit sell price at $55, as soon as the price increases to $55, the sale will go through. This can be useful during times of uncertainty and you want to guarantee a minimum sell price. The other option we have is stop loss, which is popular among investors in riskier assets. Here we specify a stop loss below the current traded price, so if the price of the stock falls below our stop loss, a sale is executed. Some investors use this to minimize their losses on speculative investments, while others use it to guarantee a profit if their investment has already risen a lot. So here we specify our stop loss price and the number of shares to sell, similar to a trigger buy. Our fifth strategy is to integrate Sharesies with Sharite, a powerful paid tool that provides advanced tracking for your investment portfolio. While Sharesies offers a user-friendly platform to invest in stocks and ETFs, Sharite takes your investment tracking to the next level by offering detailed insights into performance, dividends, capital gains, and even tax reporting. If you have over 50,000 New Zealand dollars invested abroad and you need to do your FIF calculations, Sharite does all the hard work for you. Sharesies has a direct link to Sharite, which means every time you buy or sell a stock or ETF, Sharite will update automatically. If you want to level up your investing in 2025, Sharite is a great tool to use. I've got a code that gives you 4 months free on an annual plan, so make sure to check them out using the link in the pinned comments. Moving on, our sixth strategy is to set price notifications. Advanced investors often have a short list of companies that they're watching, and setting price notifications allows them to strike when quality stocks see their price fall into their buying zone. Sharesies makes it easy to set up alerts for specific stocks and ETFs. Simply head to the Investment in app, and below the current traded price, you'll see a button to set a price notification. Click that and set a price, and when the price drops to that level, you'll be sent an alert once that price is hit. Up seventh is a paid feature that sits behind the most expensive plan on Sharesies, called NZX Market Depth. This feature allows you to see lots of real-time data to get ahead of others in the market. Usually, the traded price Sharesies shows can be up to 20 minutes late. NZX Market Depth shows you in real time the price you can buy and sell at, the number of buyers and sellers, and the latest trades, and a few other data points to assist with trading. So if you're an advanced trader, this feature is critical to getting real-time data and executing the best trades with full visibility of the market liquidity. There's a similar feature for those investing in the United States called US Live Pricing, also featured in the top Sharesies paid plan. Every 5 seconds, this feature will update, showing you several interesting data points to assist with trading. So these tools can be useful for more advanced Sharesies users. The eighth advanced strategy is to move spare funds into a Sharesies Pi Save account. Pi funds, of course, can be advantageous to investors for its lower tax burden. Usually, dividends and interest are taxed at your marginal tax rate, which can be as high as 39%. Pi funds, such as this account, are capped at just 28%. So if you have cash sitting around in your Sharesies account, make sure to open a Pi Save account to generate a better return on your spare funds. At the time this video was made, the rate of return was 3.55%, while the ordinary Save account offers 20 basis points less, along with the additional tax burden. There is a 1-day delay in accessing those funds from this account, however, so just be conscious of this when moving funds across. We are now up to our ninth strategy, which is to strategically exchange currency. Over recent months, the New Zealand dollar has been in a free fall on the back of a weak economy and a rush back to the US dollar in the wake of Trump's re-election. Advanced users can take advantage of Sharesies' ability to store not only New Zealand dollars, but also Australian and American. If there is a weak outlook for the New Zealand dollar, investors should either retain foreign currencies after selling down positions or exchange funds into foreign currencies to take advantage of their relative value. I've been retaining foreign currencies outside of Sharesies via Wise, so I've been implementing a similar strategy on the side. And finally, our 10th strategy is an easy one: AI search. As investors, we have literally thousands of investment options through Sharesies. It can be really hard to find exactly what we're looking for. Sharesies has recently brought AI into the platform, giving a more advanced way to filter through stocks. For example, Sharesies have an environmentally friendly default option, so let's go for that. Sharesies then gives us a bit of a brief of what we've searched for, and if we scroll down, we can see eco-friendly stocks. We can then use a filter to select which country they're listed in, or we can simply scroll down and we can pick from both stocks and ETFs that meet our search parameters. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out some of my other investing content that should be appearing somewhere over here. Make sure to subscribe to my channel down below to see more Kiwi investing content.